Okay, I just came on here to share a very, very quick word. I'm trying to be quiet because it's kind of late, but I was taking a shower and God gave me a word, and He told me that I need to share it because a lot of people need to hear it. So, um, I've been on a fast, a 25-day fast. It ends on Saturday, so I have a few more days to go. Um, and it's my first fast like this. It hasn't gone exactly how I planned for it to go, but it's gone well. I will give no credit to the enemy. It's gone well. But sorry, my headphone. I'm trying to. But yeah, I say that to say I've been tempted of the enemy in so many ways during this fast, like so many ways. And one of the ways that the enemy has tempted me is actually through my fast. So what I mean by that is I was called to go on a 25-day fast for some deliverance that I needed to go through. Um, and within my fast, the enemy is so clever. He tried to warp my fast. And what I'm saying is he tried to tell me that I could fast without not eating. So meaning that I could still eat and still indulge in a fast, which if you're in your word, that's not that's not biblical. That is not a biblical fast. A biblical fast is fasting for an amount of time without any food. That's what I believe a biblical fast to be. Okay, so with that being said, the enemy has tried to worm his way in and tell me, like, you can fast without not eating because I am in a stage of my life, like, I've always been very, very small, like petite. I don't really like it, but that's just my body makeup. And so right now I've been like working out and trying to, like, gain some weight. So how inconvenient of the Lord to call me on a fast when I'm on a weight gain journey. So here's the enemy sneaking in, like, you have goals, you want to get gains. How are you gonna get gains and you're not eating? How are you gonna get gains and you're fasting for half the day? Why don't you just not watch TV today? Why don't you just come off social media? Why don't you just not go on TikTok? Why don't you just not not speak to certain people? This is what he's telling me while I'm actively engaging in my fast, which I told you was for deliverance. I'm going through warfare. So this is a fight, a battle. So he's coming to me telling me that I know the word says this kind by fasting and prayer, but when Jesus said that, he meant fasting from other things. You don't have to fast from food. But while I was taking my shower tonight, the Lord spoke to me loud and clear. He said, if you can think of something that you should be fasting from besides food, you're already out of the will of God. You're already putting something ahead of God. If you can think of something that you need to fast from besides food, you're already putting something ahead of God. You already need to go back to the drawing board and fast for the fast that you was fasting from. Like, I said, oh my God. He said, if you can think of something, you've already made an idol out of that thing. If you're coming to me for deliverance and you're telling me I'm going to give up TV. That means you've been putting TV before God. I'm going to give up talking to a certain person. You've been putting that person before God. I'm going to give up drinking. I'm going to give up smoking. I'm talking loud. I'm sorry. You've already made that thing an idol. If you're telling God that you're going to take a break from it so that you can focus on Him, food, God said food is necessity. It's easy to rely on the things that you need. It's easy to rely on the things that you need. That's why we fast from food, because we need food. Is detrimental. Nobody in this whole world that's breathing can go without food. So it's nourishment for our body. It's something that from the beginning of time to the end, people need food to sustain. Even Adam and Eve consumed, so that's why we fast from food, because it's easy to put necessities in front of God sometimes. So we have to use our self-discipline, kill our flesh. But you're telling the Lord, I need to fast from TV. I'm telling him, oh, well, I don't need to watch any more true crime because I feel like it's getting in my spirit. Why are you watching it anyways then? If you telling God you need to fast from it because it's tainting your spirit, it's not just tainting your spirit during your fast. If it's tainting your spirit, it's tainting your spirit. Y'all see where I'm coming from? Yeah, God pulled me up out of that shower and told me to tell you, stop making idols of these things. If God is calling you to a fast, be diligent. I'm looking for some water. Be diligent. Be earnest. Oh, the enemy is going to try to choke me up, but I'm going to get this video out. Be diligent. Be earnest. Be true. Oh, I'm trying to find me some water. I'm thirsty, y'all. My throat. The enemy is trying to distract me. But, oh, I found my water bottle. But yes, come to God for deliverance from that idol. Whatever, if God is calling you on a fast and you're trying to compromise with him when you're asking him for something, I don't know, y'all. That shook me to the core. I'm just saying. Get in your word. This kind, some kind, y'all might be able to fake the funk. But this kind, when you're dealing with real demons, real warfare, when you really want to walk like Christ, talk like Christ. Christ didn't fast from television. Come on now. If he is our perfect example, we are to emulate him. Christ didn't fast from video games. Christ could not think of anything in this world that he would need to fast from. He can't think of anything that he put before God for so long that he had to fast from it. I'm not saying that certain times you need to come away from certain things. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're trying to use something else in place of not eating to pacify your flesh, you're out of order. You're out of line and you need to get back in your word. You need to get back in your word and stop trying to hand God filth. basically. He wants us to operate in the spirit of excellence. If you're trying to compromise with God, you're out of order. You're out of order. And I'm sorry to say it. I feel like I keep getting loud. I'm sorry to say it. I'm not sorry to say it. I'm just here to say it. I look a mess right now. I don't really care. I had to come out here because he pulled me up out of that shower. I told you. Like, he told me, tell the people this new age fasting that you have going on, bind it and send it back to the pits of hell, because these demons, they're real. They got real power. And you sitting here twiddling your thumbs trying to compromise with God, and you in warfare. You need deliverance. Your child need deliverance. Your husband, your wife need deliverance. And you're sitting here trying to bargain with God. Who are you to bargain with God? He said, get down on your knees and pray. Stand up and pray. Walk around and pray. Worship and pray. Read, study my word and pray. Fast and pray. You want to be delivered? Here's the blueprint. Fast. Pray. You never seen it so sweet.